You're listening to the AfterBuzz TV network, now the largest new media platform on the web, and your number one source for after-show entertainment.
Very good, Dean. Johnson.
From the AfterBuzz Studios in Los Angeles, California, presented by Maria Menounos and Bing.com, and streaming live thanks to Akamai Technologies, this is AfterBuzz TV's WWE Monday Night Raw After Show. We'll break down tonight's episode and get you all the latest news and gossip. If you'd like to buzz in on tonight's show, you can buzz us at 424-256-1729. That's 424-256-1729. And now, another post-game wrap-up show for your favorite TV show. It's AfterBuzz TV's WWE Monday Night Raw After Show.
Finally!
Yeah, brother!
We are back!
You already know who it is, brother!
6 days till WrestleMania down in Miami.
It's me fist pumping the Flow Riders' new song. Oh, sometime. Yeah.
Didn't they use that
You get a
for
feeling?
another pay-per-view?
I don't know. That song was a really big song, and then I think Flow Rider just kind of threw a verse on it, and then it became the WrestleMania song. I think the girl who initially did it was doing her own thing, and then Flow Rider jumped on board. Talk about a winning combo right there.
Oh,
But
yeah. I love that
a little
song.
behind the scenes, behind the music.
Winning.
You know?
Winning.
Did I just say that?
Winning.
Winning.
6 days till WrestleMania. Go home week for WrestleMania. And
Who are you?
who am I? Who am I? What?
Who you be?
I don't. Who are you?
You know,
I don't know who I am.
I
Who
was
are
gonna
we?
go
Who
around.
are we?
You're jumping.
I
You were
know.
jumping head first right into.
We're just excited. It's WrestleMania.
I was putting
Absolutely.
over what we were actually talking
Boots
about.
to
and then
asses.
Boots to
Yeah.
asses and such. Okay, Christopher Joseph, everybody, please
Yep.
give your Twitter name.
At Vocari Fashion. You know where to get me.
And Mr. to the B.
You already know.
Preston Gozman.
Huge wrestling advocate, Mr. to the P. That is right. Check me out on YouTube.
And you're making money on YouTube.
He's actually a Mark.
Monetizing my views. Thank you,
Can
link
you
share.
please put your YouTube channel out there? Because not a lot of people
Mr.
have YouTube
to the P.
channels.
Yeah. Hey, you know what? I'm really excited that the WWE opened up the door for small people like me, to get our own channels. If it wasn't for the WWE, I really.
You're actually pretty tall. You're not that small.
What? Where did that even come from?
Bro, what are you talking about?
And I am Maria Kanellis.
Hey!
You are. Hey,
Thank you.
hi, how
I
are
never
ya?
Where's the
announce
belt?
myself.
I want to know where the belt is. Did you lose it already?
Yeah.
Did you lose it?
Oh.
No, this is a blonde moment. She lost it on her way here. She'll find
No,
it.
I lost it to a match this weekend.
I hope you didn't lose it to Kelly's new finishing move, the Kelly fumble
Roll-up?
rollover.
Didn't just happen.
No, I actually lost it to Winner.
Okay.
TNA Star Winner.
Oh.
I gave my finishing move, the Bulldog, to Rosita, and she came from behind me and gave me a neck breaker, threw me out of the
Lucky
ring,
girl.
and yeah,
Wow.
there you go. Great match.
That sounds like a lot,
I tell
a
you
lot of
though?
things would
There was
end.
a lot of touching involved.
A little inside information. Sometimes when you go up to the top rope to do a move, you're really hoping that they're not too far out.
You should be wearing booty shorts.
I should have been wearing wings. These girls were so far across the freaking ring. I'm literally up there going, oh shit, oh shit, oh shit. Okay, I'm going to make this. And
You have to crawl back down real quick and run over the other turnbuckle.
Oh my God, it was ridiculous.
Let's see that bruise real quick. Let's shout out
Yeah,
that
you
bruise.
got
Don't notice the
a
Mystic
nice-
Tan, but notice the bruise.
Please don't notice the awesome Mystic Tan I got going on right here.
Oh, that's a 50-50
This
right
one,
there.
I got
It's already getting hot in
There's
here.
some Michael
I
Jackson
got some
happening.
down here too. I got these going on.
Good God, woman.
Yeah, well, you know, wrestling
Mike
is
Bennett must be a
contact
happy
sport.
man.
Contact sport, everybody. That and wrestling.
I love how everyone's getting naked already 5 minutes into the show.
I mean, I was looking for something. You already know.
Well, WrestleMania's coming.
WrestleMania is definitely coming. But yes, I lost my title this past weekend
Okay, we're
to
sorry.
Winter. But you know, she caught me from behind. I've got a rematch coming up this summer. It was the first title I ever had, so I'm excited about it. Anyways, that's Family Wrestling Entertainment. The show will come out on DVD soon. I'm glad you care so much about the actual wrestler in the room that's talking about wrestling. You know, hey. So, a wrestler's life, getting to that point, because I
Yes.
wanted to give a little shout out to these guys. Wrestling
Absolutely.
is hard. In the ring is extremely hard. But, yes, thank you for that. Can you tell that Mike's not here? Can you tell? Because, you know.
We get away with a little bit more. Hubba.
You know, it is kind of warm in here. Anyways.
I promise you guys, we will continue with this show.
We are. Wrestlers' lives are hard. Like,
Yeah.
in the ring, extremely difficult. But also the travel itself is hard. And that's one of the reasons why Mike's not here is because he's at home. Crazy weekend of wrestling. He wrestled twice on a show and, of course, injured his neck a bit.
He's got a big match coming up too, right?
And he does have a big match coming up. So he's at home with that injury against Lance Storm this weekend.
That's going to be
And
a
you
really
can-
good match.
Thank you. You can catch it
Like
on
Lance, Canadian boy.
pay-per-view on GoFightLive.com this weekend on
Cool.
Friday and Saturday for Ring of Honor. But, you know, a lot of the guys, and I hear it on the road on the weekend all the time when I go to these independent shows, is they'll be complaining about one night of shows. And I know I'm going to hear it from independent wrestlers, but whatever. One night wrestling compared to what these guys do, and that is 4 nights a week. And that is
No
you have to
off-season.
be on the top of your game every single night you're going out there because you're not performing in front of, you know, a couple people. You can just do.
You can flop and it won't matter.
And
you know,
no,
10 people
this-
notice, it's not going to matter.
This is 10,000 people a night. This is 20,000 people a night. It is amazing. And
Plus streaming on every single iPhone.
Right.
If it's a flop, trust me, people get it and then it's on.
Hits
Then
all
it's
the
another
dirt sheets.
million hits right there on YouTube.
Right, and if you make one mistake, like Lilian, she had a mental thing. You know, you're in front of that many
You're
people.
only
That
human. Laurinaitis.
stuff happens.
Hello.
Oh my gosh, we'll get to that.
Announcers.
But
It happens.
It happens. But when
Period.
that kind of stuff does happen, it goes everywhere. And so
It goes
these
viral.
guys, no matter what you say, John Cena can't wrestle, this person can't wrestle, whatever you want to say. These guys are working their tails off and going into WrestleMania week. Like, I think this is the time of year to show that wrestling appreciation. And, like, definitely, you know, I did it for a few years and I didn't wrestle every night. And I know that what my body went through, I can't imagine some of these guys and what their bodies go through. So, love you guys. Thank you for the great shows throughout the entire year. And good luck next week at WrestleMania. So, that's all.
No, it's kind of a culmination of all their efforts on a yearly basis. The annual event, WrestleMania.
It
I
is.
mean, it's bigger than, in my books, it's bigger than the Super Bowl now. It is. I mean, you've got the arenas for WrestleMania done. It's all stadiums. It's
all
that
stadiums.
big, and this is a time where the WWE as a family gets together. I mean, it's not just the wrestlers; it's the wrestlers and their families and their friends, and it's just
We were talking about that, how there's no season finale for wrestling.
Right.
It's
Right.
a year-round thing, and I think you know when you say the culmination of what it is, this is like their end of the year. This is their coup de grace. This is what they do in order to get it all jumping off, and then it starts all over again after April.
Exactly.
So you
And
know,
it's crazy too because right after WrestleMania, I think it's a week later. Usually we go on an overseas tour. That's 19
Yep,
days,
and
20
that's
days,
happening.
25 days. So it's like
2 weeks coming
not
up.
only do you have the biggest match of your entire year, then you go home for maybe 2-3 days, and then you're back on the road for 20
Mm-hmm.
days. It is insane. So kudos to all these guys. Thank you for all the great
they
shows
do
throughout
their
the year. I may pick at you a bit, but I do appreciate you.
We all
Randy Orton, Sheamus against Daniel Bryan and Kane. You know, I think this was a good go home match going into WrestleMania. The AJ kiss to kind of get that over. I have a feeling she's going to get a little bit involved at WrestleMania, and good for her. What has she been in the company? 1.5 years now, 2 years, going to be at WrestleMania.
Yeah.
Good for you, girl. I know you're a great wrestler. Can't wait to see more of
that's
your
the thing
wrestling.
about WrestleMania. There's always a hidden something
Uh-huh.
here and there sprinkled in.
Yeah.
That's why it's so
I
cool
like
to
how they
watch.
started with the match.
Yeah.
Just
no
right
talking.
into it, no talking, just announce right into the match. It was a good change from what we've seen the last couple of months.
Yeah.
I kind of found that there was a little bit of holding back, though, which should be typical. I mean, save yourself. You got your biggest
end up like
match of the year
Christian.
coming up.
Yeah, I can't believe
Speaking
that.
of,
Yeah,
Christian
I mean,
out.
Christian out is. I wonder
Drew
if that's.
McIntyre in.
Do you think that was for real?
I kind of do because CM Punk, I'd like to think, as good of a wrestler as he is, you still don't know where he's coming from, you know, and we've talked about it on the panel before, how that he's such a good wrestler, he feels he doesn't really have to practice with the other wrestlers. Well, you know, you got someone like Christian, who's, I think this was his first match back in months, right? I don't think he wrestled on SmackDown. I think he's just been doing appearances.
He came back on SmackDown. He did the Peep Show.
Well, but he didn't wrestle.
No,
But he didn't.
So
wrestle.
you know, this is it. This is him and CM Punk's first time getting back. CM Punk's a little, you know, he had to show he was a little
rush
hot.
it too. Those guys, all of them, and that
You
goes
could tell
back to the whole thing.
he took a couple bumps he didn't want to take.
Yeah. I mean, these guys all rush it back like
Well,
so many
we'll
times.
get to him because
It's like
he took a
he took a
beating
bump.
tonight.
Yeah.
the high knee on Daniel Bryan on the floor was really cool. I loved
That left a mark.
I thought that was
That
some
left a
chin
mark.
music.
That was, but it was almost like it got
Off the
in there
curtain.
and stayed there. It wasn't just
His
hit
knee
done.
just held.
They're really good about showing, you know, when they make those connections, making it look like it's hitting, but not giving
And
it
that's
its
always
all.
what I
you
used
know?
to say too. If I'm going to get hurt out there, I want people to see it. One time, well, there was a couple times I got blood, but one time really bad, and all you want to do is you're like, catch me, catch me,
bloody.
I'm bloody, I'm tough, please, you know. And you want that to be
My
on
time
there.
of the month. ah.
Ew. Okay,
Talking about for
so
wrestlers.
Moving right
double
along.
leg
Moving right
and
along.
the
Alrighty
turnbuckle. The double leg turnbuckle Daniel Bryan took, it looked great. It was such a great and like a spot. It was really cool.
This was a good match overall.
And it was, you know, it was cool to also see Kane took the pole and then took the post. Oh, fudge puppies.
You gotta remember
Kane
that.
just taking the pole
Kane
from the
takes-
fudge
Taking the
puppies
pole.
right to the
And
fudge
then
puppy.
Randy takes the pole. Post. Hello.
post.
Yeah, post. I like this match overall. It was really cool. Then we
was
had
entertaining.
Michael Cole in the ring. Awesome.
Yeah.
I like how Brian got over on
Team Laurinaitis.
Team Laurinaitis.
He's the official announcer. Well, honestly, what else were you gonna do?
I loved your comment. Really? Honestly? Like, of course.
Okay, right on.
Vicky was the flag bearer.
Yep.
And, you know, then we have David Otunga. I hate this man. He comes out and I'm like,
Tell me how you really think. I just don't like his entrance. I
I
gotta
don't
say,
like his music either.
I don't like
I
the
just think he
entrance.
screams
You took the
homosexuality,
page
but-
out of Wade Barrett's book. Kind of like
Something just about
it's
him.
like
just,
Wade Barrett and Chris Masters.
Yeah, makes,
Yeah.
Anyway.
Screams homosexuality.
yeah.
All right.
He just screams pillow butter.
Oh my!
Wow.
Okay, so Teddy Long comes out. Booker T jumps on in the ring, jumps up on the announce table and does that whole thing. Santino, Hornswoggle. Nice to see Horny.
Yeah, Horny's doing his thing as a flag bearer.
I really like
Nice.
him. Seeing him out there.
I
It
like
was a
that guy.
quick match. It was just basically to push things along even
course.
further. Santino get the
At least
flag.
Teddy's
and
team
then
got to be put over on one of them.
Yeah.
I feel they've been getting jobbed the last couple
Yeah.
weeks.
Yeah.
They have.
And they still get jobbed throughout the night.
Yeah, throughout the night, and dropped, and dropped, some more.
Jump.
And drop some more. But, you know,
Jabba.
so they're actually
Jabba.
granting 200 Make-A-Wishes. 200 Make-A-Wish families are going to be at WrestleMania this year.
Oh, that's cool.
Yeah, it's really
See,
cool.
that's a thing you can never.
They put 'em in the
They never
nosebleeds or
gloss
what?
over that.
Usually, it's like a section down below. I've
No,
seen...
WWE, among any entertainment industry out there, by far lead for the work that they do within the charities and whatnot that they're a part of. I mean, the
You would
support
think
that
that
they
would-
give. I mean, the Make-A-Wish Foundation, what they do. I mean, you were there. You were a part of it. You granted wishes. There's something about seeing these kids' faces, and it's incredible. Lil did it not too long ago with these cancer patients, and I was just like, wow.
Yeah.
You know, these.
They do a lot of charity.
They do.
A lot of charity.
They do.
And it's always an honor to be able to do that because it's like, really? Me? You want me?
Makes
Okay.
you wish
Yeah.
that the kids were able to vote when Linda McMahon was running, huh? Because all that charity work
segue.
didn't work at all.
Oh, well.
But, you know, we
but
all know all
they-
the wrestlers stand for their charity campaigns.
I mean, when they're not working in the ring, you guys are working out of the ring.
Yeah, and that's another
And
thing.
that's
is
something
like,
that-
it's just more added days. Mark Henry was telling me he did 35 appearances last year on top of his regular schedule.
And what is it? You
Crazy.
guys have to work like,
It is.
what is it, 300 days a year or something? I'm
Over.
looking at,
It's
I'm
like
looking at him like he
720.
works there.
No, it's
I'm
crazy.
just kidding.
So what is it? It's if it's 4 days a week and then every week out of the year, and then on top of that,
I think it was something like
oversee-
320.
Yeah. It's
Ish.
insane.
It is. It's a lot of work.
Working. But
It's living the dream,
It's
though.
rewarding, and you do get to do these charitable things, and you do get to entertain. So you give and take. You go out there and you do the best you can for the number of years you can, and then you're out. And you have a
that's just
memory
it.
that'll last your lifetime. And it's amazing.
Go in, make your mark,
Get some insurance.
give back.
Get some insurance.
Get some insurance, wrestlers.
And have some insurance when you leave, because
401k, my man. It's not about the glitz and the glamour, styling and profiling, like Ric Flair said.
Yeah.
But we had a lot of promos tonight. Roxina
We did.
promo. We had an Undertaker Triple H promo.
I like that promo.
No.
Undertaker Triple H tonight.
I was gonna say I saw the promo, but I didn't physically see the promo. They made one. But
Yeah, it was a good promo,
Yeah.
video wise.
I would have.
Do you
I
think
was
it's-
expecting something. I'm lost. I was kind of at a loss for
Yeah,
words when I
I-
saw Rock and Cena pop out, and I was like, "Where's the Undertaker and Triple
Well,
H
it's
and
kind of
Shawn
like
Michaels?"
that's the match that's publicized the most for this WrestleMania 28.
I feel for the wrestlers, for people that care about the industry. I feel the Undertaker Triple H is probably focused on more than.
For
sure.
the people.
Well,
yeah.
We're talking about one
got
match
the
between John
generations
Cena and The
happening
Rock.
and-
Let's be real. Like, cool, The Rock's cool, John Cena's cool, but it's the same guy that we just saw getting smacked around by Kane like a month ago. Like
Yeah.
we're talking about the Undertaker's undefeated streak and Triple H and
No,
HBK.
it's
Those
gonna
three right
be
there, I think, are bigger than The
huge.
Rock.
Here's the thing. The matches that are not title matches are more promoted than the title matches. I feel the title matches are lost this year.
But that goes back to what we were talking about a couple months ago with how WWE just totally made all the titles insignificant. There's not even a tag team title match.
Yeah.
No.
There's not a tag team title match,
That's
which is
been-
disappointing.
That's been dropped.
And I think they're really trying to show the end of the era with Undertaker Triple H, and so it's kind of
Definitely.
like, what's it even going to mean after WrestleMania?
Right.
But what is Rock Cena going to mean going into SummerSlam? And I think that's why they're doing all this build up. I don't necessarily like it. I would rather see more time put on the championships, because that's what you I don't
I just
that's
see
what you
people
make
like
it-
Dolph Ziggler working their ass off all year long.
I
Who
know.
you've
They
given
are.
them. You are the. I want somebody to give me some kind of statistics on how many wrestlers have been in a pay-per-view and wrestled twice in a pay-per-view, because I can pinpoint Dolph Ziggler's done it twice just this
Oh, yeah.
year.
Yeah.
So if somebody can tell me how many times one wrestler has wrestled twice in a pay-per-view, a consecutive amount of times, and then they're not going to build them up going into WrestleMania, I think that's just right there. That's just total travesty of
the
justice.
roster has changed so dramatically and in such a short amount of time that they're still looking for who's the next batch of guys that are going to draw the crowds, like the Cenas, like the Rocks, like the Triple H, like the Undertaker, like HBK. I mean, these guys, they're still holding on to them as draws and as the guys who really have led the industry for the last couple decades.
Yeah, I'm sorry to interrupt you guys, but I think we're also having problems again. And
Oh yeah,
on the
we're
website.
totally getting jobbed right now by Dancing with the Stars.
Maria Menounos.
it doesn't matter. I mean,
Give some love to our girl. She is kicking
she's
some
kicking
ass.
some booty.
with
She's-
broken ribs,
she's like-
right?
Yeah, and I want to get to that right now, actually.
I want to hashtag heels to asses for Maria Menounos, just like The Rock
Heels
has
to asses.
boots to asses.
That's
We
very
got
funny.
heels to
I'm
asses.
gonna tweet our AfterBuzzers that are on right now. But Eve, Beth versus Kelly.
Yes.
Yes.
We're there.
Okay, that's it.
I went to the bathroom during that, and I came back, and I noticed they were still wrestling, and it was because they went to commercial. So I know I didn't miss anything. And then
This is, again, interesting.
Kelly's new finishing move, the Wonder Roll Up.
We've been speaking about the women's division for a while, and
I just want to shout out
again,
women
I
of
mean,
wrestling
we've got Beth, who's the champion, and there's
who
just,
hasn't defended her title in
who hasn't
70
defended
million
exactly.
days.
It's just a belt. It's an accessory at this point.
I'm so upset about all of that. I mean, I just.
I'm upset that Karma can come back for Royal Rumble and just not come back for WrestleMania.
Yeah,
Save us.
I know.
Save us.
She has.
Save us, Karma.
Did you hear?
Oh,
I didn't.
is this AfterBuzz exclusive?
No, it's
Oh, okay.
not.
Hold
It's
it
not
on
an
the button.
exclusive. But she talked about it. She actually lost her baby, and so
What
Yeah,
the
yeah,
f-
yeah,
Yeah.
Karma lost her baby. And, I think that, you think you can come back.
Mm-hmm.
And so maybe that was it. She came back and she's like, you know what, I'm not ready.
still not ready yet.
Yeah.
And so all of our love goes to Karma and, take your time.
There's life before and after wrestling.
There is.
And then there's AfterBuzz.
And then there's AfterBuzz, which is not live right now. I'm sorry, guys. I just tweeted you guys. Maria Menounos has a rib injury, but she says it's not a huge rib injury.
Well, I mean, how much wrestling are they really going to do?
Dude, well, she'll probably do most of the wrestling.
Oh, yeah. She wants to stunt.
This is interesting. I mean, we've got our fair Maria Menounos, as lovely as she is. She's going to be doing some extensive travel. She's been training so hard. I mean, both on the Dancing with the Stars circuit as well as being trained for this WrestleMania
Is Rick
moment.
training her?
I mean, yes,
he is.
Rick Draza.
And Brian Kendrick's over there too.
Oh, well, that makes perfect sense.
This is big. I mean, this little woman is, and good God, Maria, you look fit.
She
well
is
done.
working it.
She is working it. Are
you okay over there? Are you breathing heavy?
That's how I block it when I block.
She's going to be working coming up.
Oh yeah, she's
this
working her tail
weekend
off.
coming up, and then having to fly back to hit Dancing with the Stars.
Yeah,
Big week for her. I mean, she's living out. It seems like a bit of a childhood dream to have
She
a
loves
match
wrestling.
at
I'm so excited.
I can relate.
WrestleMania. Maria Menounos, you are wrestling at WrestleMania.
Yep.
When I notice that gives me hope, knowing that I can make it from the AfterBuzz panel and I can be at WrestleMania.
Talk about
next
I
year.
can make it. You're a little plug for Mr. to the P here. I'm gonna make it. I mean, that song is permanently in my. It's in my head. It's on my iPod. I love listening to it, dude. That's a tight song.
I just
for
need
those
to
of you who
keep
haven't
pushing
heard
it.
it, get on iTunes, download it. You won't regret it.
Check out the music video. I'm gonna make it.
Yeah, absolutely.
So we see more promos. Roxy.
That was a promo right there.
That was a promo. Mm-hmm.
Exclusive.
Exclusive.
Mr. to the P. Exclusive.
I love
AfterBuzz
your
TV.
music. Absolutely love your music. But then we get CM Punk coming down the hall, and then it's Christian CM Punk.
Yep.
Wow, he was just angry in this match.
I don't blame him.
I don't blame him either.
I liked how we called that Jericho was going to bring out his mom, and he totally brought out his mom. So next he's going to say that
calls him
his
a bastard.
mom was a streetwalker, and he's all, and your mother.
There hasn't been any
pretty exciting.
promos being cut by Punk. It's all been Punk reacting to Jericho.
That's good, though.
I mean, he has cut promos. So
Oh, no, he has.
And the reason why you don't remember it is because every time he cuts an amazing freaking promo, we have Jericho on the end that kind of screws it up for me. Like, literally, Punk gave me chills a couple weeks ago when he was really coming down to the base of why he's in wrestling and why he's straight edge. And it gave me chills because it's like, okay, now he's getting real. Now he's a babyface. Now he's really putting it out there. But then you have Chris Jericho come on at the end of it, which makes you forget how great Punk's promo was. It wasn't a great production right there.
Interesting,
you should have
isn't it?
went to a commercial. You should have did something else. Like, let Punk walk all the way out and then have Jericho, just give him that moment because
I think Jericho's taking it away from him.
Yeah.
He is.
I think so.
I think he's doing it purposely,
Or,
though,
I mean,
too.
it's-
You don't
it's
know. I mean, I don't know
interesting.
what goes on behind the scenes,
It's
but
interesting.
if
Jericho's-
there's those kind of politics that go on, then I think Jericho's shafting him for a reason.
I got you. But yeah, he basically said, well, this is you, Jericho, when he was beating on Christian. And so Christian's out now. And I don't know if that's real or not or whatever, but it's a great way to give him
Drew
more
McIntyre's in on
aggression if it's
Team Laurinaitis. Oh, and so is. Oh wait, we're not there yet. are we?
Funkasaurus, Kurt
Miz hasn't came out
Hawkins. This was a quick match. It was one of those
Miz came
things
out.
where it was like
Did
here
Miz
and
come
there.
out already? Oh yeah. We didn't even talk about Miz being on
Because everybody's
Team
been
Laurinaitis.
overlooking him.
Oh, well.
Wow, we
cares?
just overlooked the Miz.
I
And
was
we'll
just trying to
overlook
get
you
through
again,
it because
Miz.
I just really wanted to get to oh yeah, here it is. I see it now. Miz, Teddy, Johnny. Oh,
That's all we have
Welcome
written
to
down.
Team Teddy. I mean,
Johnny.
Johnny.
How do you forget your own name?
Simple.
No offense. Hey, mistake made.
But
We're
your
gonna
own
gloss
name,
over it. We're gonna gloss
I'm not
over
glossing over it. It's your own name.
Who's
it's
gonna pick
one
on him?
thing. It is. I'm picking on him right now.
I hope Lilian picks on him.
I hope so too.
I hope John Cena picks on him, too.
I just.
They better pick on him.
Just saying.
Just saying.
Just.
Just saying.
And don't get me started.
Oh,
You know
I'm
what? They're
sorry.
lucky I'm not there. I would-
sorry.
I'd botch everything on purpose.
Funkasaurus, Kurt
It's okay.
Hawkins.
It's all good. It's all good.
Quick match, one of those just, out there, girlies
It's
dancing.
always quick
fantastic.
with the Funkasaurus.
But he
I mean,
did get it right on the pyrotechnics.
Oh, his
He
entrance is
slapped
getting
his
better.
foot
He's
down.
starting to stomp
Good
it
job,
down.
man.
Pun intended.
Big Show, Primo. This was another quick one. Always nice to see Rosa. Oh, look at that. You got a little something for Rosa.
No, she's my best customer for Volcari Rock. She's been buying the heck out of the scarves
She could
and
be
the
my
leggings.
best customer for something.
I knew you were gonna.
my.
I mean,
set that
Beach
up,
Life
didn't
apparel,
I?
of course.
Yes.
Cody Rhodes calling Big Show a water buffalo.
Oh my gosh, that
Oh my
Cody
God.
Rhodes! Shout out Cody Rhodes because we've talked about it for the last couple weeks. He's coming into his own.
Yeah.
He is. It's incredible.
Come on, show.
I love watching him.
It's like a water buffalo trying to
trying to catch-
trying to catch a cheetah. It's not going to happen. So sorry, I'm just trying to do my Cody Rhodes impression. I thought that was
That
He
hilarious.
didn't
is
work- that
doing
didn't work out
better
well.
and better.
I thought that
I'm
was
excited.
hilarious.
He gets on the mic. See, there's a guy with mic skills.
I don't want to get on
Not at first.
and do a
No.
big show.
He's coming
Hold
to
on.
it.
I need to break. I need to go drop a
Do you
big
need
show.
to do a big show? He needs to have a big show.
I was in the bathroom
it was
leaking the
a-
big
I
show.
mean,
That's the thing. I mean,
I was just leaking my big show.
Yeah. Okay.
you give the mic to Cody, and he's just been destroying
Back
Big
to
Show.
Team Tiny.
So, it's interesting who is going to win that. I mean, you got a. It's
Let's be honest. Big Show as an Intercontinental Champion is not going to be
it's
a good
David
look.
and Goliath,
And
That's
it's for
that
the
match.
title.
Won't fit.
It's for the title. So I really don't think that he's going to win.
Yeah.
Something's going to happen.
Well,
Someone's
here's
going to
the
interrupt.
thing. Do you want Big Show to become the Intercontinental Champion?
like-
It's not. I don't feel like it's fitting.
being the baby
Big Show's
champion.
been around for a long time. To give him the Intercontinental Championship belt, I'm like,
It's just an accolade.
It's back to those things where it's a wheel. We talked about it last week.
it is.
It's a wheel.
It
It goes
is.
around.
It is.
Sometimes.
It's just that
Well,
he
Cody
was
Rhodes is
already
one of the
here
longest-
going for the title,
Yeah.
and now he's
He's going around the wheel again. Well,
And then the it's kind of
'cause
like
the
well,
stuff that he
I
had.
know he didn't get the world heavyweight title, so there's the Intercontinental.
But it's like this. He was
Consolation
having
prize.
that great story going on with
Yeah.
Mark Henry, and so that happened. Now it's going back around the wheel again.
Yeah.
Because it gets boring. You have one person on top all the time. It is boring. You
Yeah,
have and I
missionary is
think that-
always boring if you do it every time.
You need to
We need that one.
change
Switch
it
it
up.
up.
Different
Switch it up.
positions.
Flip
you
it
know.
up, smack it, rub it down.
Sometimes you need the wheel. So I think that it's better that way. And that's why, too, I wish that they would bring in some different types of girls because I think that they need some more spice.
There definitely needs to be some spice in the women's division.
spice.
Like let's get innovative. Let's think of something. Drop a bomb.
Something.
Let's just give it up for Cody Rhodes
mix
one
it
more
up.
time for
Cody
being the
Rhodes.
longest
Yes.
running Intercontinental Champion for
Rhodes.
right
Yep.
now. He's bringing.
He's doing that belt proud. No,
He's
seriously,
actually bringing value
amazing.
to a title. He's
Yeah.
the only person right now that's brought value to the title. And when I think of like people who have had the title, like Rick Rude, rest in peace. You think the Shawn Michaels, the HBKs, the Bret Harts, the Mr. Perfects. Like those are people who had the title for a long time, and it was significant for their career. And I think it's
Well,
the exact same thing for
recognize.
Cody Rhodes.
You bet.
I felt bad for Primo and Epico, but, hey.
Well, let's be real. They didn't really deserve their titles as it is. Thank you, Evan Bourne. Hopefully your speedy recovery and whatever you're doing. But yeah.
Yeah.
They didn't. They're not really champions.
I don't believe in your championship.
I don't believe
I'd
in your
like to,
championship.
Laura
to see some
Tensa.
tag team action.
Yeah, something good. There needs to be like
yeah.
an LOD, like we were saying earlier. There needs to be someone that's impressive.
something.
There needs to be a Heart Foundation. They botched the Heart Foundation when they brought him back.
They need something.
Well, I think it was Tyson Kidd's ridiculously looking hair that really sent him back. But hey,
You know.
who am I to be
Bella's
talking about
Anyways.
ridiculous
Bree's
hair?
on Team Johnny. Nikki's on Team Teddy. Eve comes out,
Interesting.
invites Zach to her room
Well,
for a
says
celebration.
come stay at my hotel for
Come
WrestleMania.
stay at my
I'll
hotel.
let you
like-
sleep at the foot of my
I
bed.
thought she was gonna do the whole thing. If she's the gold digger, then why wouldn't she say, I really didn't want to get my own hotel, so why don't you get it for me and I'll stay with you? It would have been better
Keep
to
playing
do
it
that.
off. Keep playing it.
If she's the gold digger, be the gold digger. I would have liked to see that swerve on
I think
it.
she's
the
just
broke
playing with
the
them to
book.
play with them. I don't think it really has anything to do with for the money. I
Yeah.
think she's just toying with them because it's fun and it looks
Yeah,
it's something
Well,
to do.
something to do.
He's a little gullible.
CM Punk backstage. Family is off limits. Mark-
Sister.
Sisters Off Limits, all that kind of, and it just kind of feeds into the WrestleMania match. I can't wait to see. Mark Henry, Great Khali, World's Strongest Slam was
Before
the
that,
finish.
before that, there was the Lord.
Funkasaurus?
Tensa.
Oh.
I mentioned
Tensu?
that.
Did you?
I did.
Did I miss that?
I'm going through the show fast so we can talk a lot about predictions. Because, it's the go.
It's not like anyone's watching us right now anyway, so.
It's very upsetting. What
No
is
wonder-
happening?
WrestleMania.
No wonder we
Do you
fall in the
know-
rankings.
Do you know what's
In
happening?
the words of Santino, this is WrestleMania.
You guys, well, here's what's happening. You guys are doing an excellent show, and I know all the fans. Is that too PC for you? No. We are just, little technical situations, but we, of course, will make sure all our fans, the WWE fans, they are valued.
They
not,
hate you. Just
no,
so you
no,
know.
no,
They hate you.
They
I wish
do
you
not.
guys can be inundated with my hate
Our
mail.
fans hate you.
No, I don't like that song. No, but we will make sure. I could rest assured we will make sure that all the WWE
Is
fans
it just me?
know.
Lilian, you're calling me during my show.
You can answer
Well,
it. Nobody's watching.
Hello. Hi, how are you?
All right.
Are you
well,
calling me from
shut-
Atlanta backstage? Because we're on the air right now.
Christopher talking to Lilian right now.
We are talking
This
to
just
my
in.
beautiful angel, Lilian.
He called her an angel.
She is my angel.
I think I'm going to throw up
Hello.
a little in my mouth. I think I already did.
It was a good show tonight.
It was a great show.
Any comments?
Any comments?
Any comments?
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 I can kind of hear it now.
Yeah. So,
We can't really
That's
hear
how
it.
we
so-
We were trying to hear you. I was putting you up to the mic.
no one's watching us, Lil. Don't worry about it.
Well, you know what? While I do have you on the phone, we may as well say for all the-
Congratulations.
Congratulations. I mean, Lilian Garcia is singing America the Beautiful,
Which he should be.
which it
More
should
than
be.
anybody in history.
We are definite. You're making history. You are now, what? This is the third time, correct?
It's more than Aretha Franklin.
More than Aretha Franklin.
To even be in the same category with Aretha is
I know,
worth it.
and that's
If they
an
even mention
accolade in
our
itself.
Names, yeah.
Yes.
You, Aretha Franklin. It is very
That's it.
exciting. And you
really
just
good.
came off of performing
At
3
Sizzler?
times in
Los
Hollywood
Angeles.
with your band. You were at the Viper Room, the Key Club, and just as of late, the Hard Rock Cafe.
Big.
And now, for all the fans who are going to WrestleMania this week, Wednesday, the Gibson Showroom, you
Gibson.
will be performing once again. Yes.
Thanks, Lil.
Give it up for
Thank
Chris.
you so
That's
much.
right. There's just a few
Yeah,
tickets
hit
left,
those.
so
Go
we're
see
on
Lilian.
it.
at
Go
the
see
Gibson.
Lilian.
Twitter.
Okay.
Thanks
hit
for
her up
calling,
on Twitter.
sweetie.
She'll
We'll
give you
talk
free
to you soon.
tickets.
Okay, thanks, Lil. Bye. Good luck. Okay, so Booker joined
All the plugs.
Team Teddy.
I'm drafting a SmackDown.
You're
Just kidding. Did I say that?
They
What?
need you.
A little bit of tension
They
back
need
and
you.
forth. Team Johnny comes
Team
out,
Johnny.
beats more on Team Teddy. Booker
Yes.
joins Team Teddy, which is great.
That's a moment. That's
that-
big. I mean, you get Booker on
Booker's
this now.
awesome. I love the guys that did it for so long because they just get that crowd, and it's
Yeah.
like no one else is in the ring.
It's not like Booker's not in his prime still. Let's
no
be
Book
real.
is definitely.
Like, he could go in
Book
there,
is.
and if he wanted to, I can't even believe they had him job to Cody, but, whatever.
But you got to do
Okay,
that sometimes.
But here's the thing.
That pushed
Look
Cody,
at that.
though.
That
So
pushed
I know.
Cody.
I
That
see the
pushed
relevancy
Cody.
in it. I see the
I
relevancy.
see it. I see it.
Let me just be a fan. Then I get analytical, and then I'll go back to being a fan.
Thank
There you
you
go,
for
okay.
both. I like both sides. I really do.
Thank you very
Oh,
much.
very good.
Cena
Plus the
and
sun.
Brock at the end.
Yeah.
Actions speak loudest was the promo right before
Their
that.
promo was so boring. I just can't stand it. They should have just hit each other.
A movie star arch nemesis was the thing I liked
Funniest
the most.
one.
Yeah.
But
I took
you
a pee
know,
during that
beat Hulk,
time, too.
beat Stone Cold. Now I need to beat
Took a big
Cena.
show.
That's what
I took a
Rock
big show.
said. And he also said, "I just don't like you," which we've heard all kinds of rumors
This-
that's true. that
Right,
they
and-
don't like each other.
That's the best part of this. I just want to see raw emotion between the two of them. I don't like you. You don't like me. Let's get it on.
Yeah.
Period.
Okay,
And
so-
see
Put
it
some
in
boots to
their
asses
face.
already.
So why
Exactly.
don't we go straight into predictions right
Absolutely, because this is the best part right now going into WrestleMania.
Are we predicting WrestleMania?
WrestleMania. We're
We are.
predicting.
We're predicting the show. Where do you want to start?
I want to start with
Let's start with the
Roxina.
prediction music.
Your
right.
AfterBuzz TV predictions.
Predictions.
I was just going to see how long you were actually going to run the music out for, but you're still going, so I can't wait that long.
So, Roxina, what do you guys think?
Rock. I am team boots to asses
Why?
all the way.
You tell me why.
I say this because the way the promos have been building this
Mm-hmm.
particular match, Cena's been saying it, Cena's been saying how The Rock, after WrestleMania, he's got his movies, he's got fallbacks, he's done it all. Now, the one thing that I will say about The Rock is this. He is the one superstar that came in and bridged the gap between wrestling and entertainment. That's what he did. It is called WWE, World Wrestling Entertainment. He bridges that gap. I know you're.
I'm going to get my
teeth.
minute to
All
talk.
right,
So we're good.
we're going around. That's why I
however,
wanted you to have time for this.
the reason why I say Rock over Cena is because I want to see Cena come back from losing it and saying like, this is all that I got. This is what I live for. So my thing is, what are you going to do now? What are you going to do after you lose? That I want to watch. It makes me want to watch. I
Okay.
want to see not necessarily a rebuild, but it just, it's not
In
typical
promos,
Cena.
In promos, Rock or Cena?
I've been a little disappointed
You already know. Come on.
in
Let's be honest.
The Rock.
Let's be honest.
I do think that Cena has won the mic battle over The Rock, which it pains me to say.
Okay.
I kind of felt like there might have been a little bit of ring rust
For
there.
a business standpoint, Rock or Cena?
Rock,
Okay. Why?
same thing.
Yeah.
He feels remember, and they were saying that too. And we mentioned it before. The Triple H's, the HBKs, the Undertakers, that generation, you still have guys that fill the seats. Right now, Rock fills seats. Cena fills seats. Okay, from a business standpoint.
I can tell you right now why that's not happening, but I'll wait. So go
Now, I'm
ahead.
just saying,
What do you
I
think?
am definitely team boots to asses.
Actually, I'm going to say it right now so I don't forget it. The reason why there isn't guys like that is because guys like The Rock did not give that to somebody. You have got to give it to somebody. And that is why I think that Triple H and Undertaker and HBK all are stepping aside and saying it's the end of an era so they can say it's okay to like these new guys. It's okay. I
Sure.
am giving this to you.
Sure.
It was never it was never about like, oh my God, that's the greatest person ever. Some of the promos at the beginning and like people on the mic at the beginning, like The Rock, sucked. They were horrible. But guys like Hulk Hogan, guys like that were like, you know what? I'm gonna make you, and you're gonna be awesome. And then I'm giving the fans the okay to say this is the guy to like now because that's what
But
we
that's
all
not
do.
the match.
That's
it's
not
Rock
the
and
match.
Cena.
But I'm saying that The Rock left before giving it to somebody. He's got to give it away. That's all I'm saying with that. There was no like, hey, I'm gonna give you the guys to like because
I'll
like
admit, I
them.
didn't look at it from that perspective. However, Cena's been there for a while. It's not really giving it to a new guy. It's not really giving
It's
it
not,
away.
but there was no one other than Edge, because Edge, I truly believe, is the one that made
He
Cena.
is-
Like, I think
Absolutely.
that was the only one. Like, there was no one else to help get him over that way. And now they're trying. Like, Roddy Piper came in and was like, I respect you, Cena, blah, blah, blah. But there's always that little bit of an edge at the end. It's like, I don't necessarily believe you in this whole rise above hate thing. And, there's these guys that come in and is like trying to build him as that person now. But
I can
you
say
almost
other
had
things.
to do it.
I'm just not going to do it on
No,
the
do
air.
it.
No. I have to say,
Oh, you're censoring. That's okay. Mr. to the B. What do you think?
I see where you're coming from with the whole passing of the torch thing, because I got to think back. Did The Rock win over Hogan in 2004? He did.
Did he win?
Did he win?
No. Did he
Okay.
win?
No, I don't think so.
No, he
I don't
didn't.
believe so, Hogan.
Then expect the exact same thing.
Yeah.
Things come full circle. It doesn't really matter like how I feel about the situation. Like things go full circle. If The Rock didn't win in 2004, and that was Hogan passing the torch over to him, expect the exact same thing. Expect there to be admiration at the end, and the torch to be passed. And when I say it,
Even though they're telling each other, I don't like you.
I think back to that, and then I think back to HBK Bret Hart in the Iron Man match. It went all the way the distance. It was very, very close, and I don't see The Rock winning on a finisher. I see him winning in a small package. I see him winning something out of the blue, where it's like, oh, you caught me. So it's not a defeat. It's like a I'll get you next time type of thing.
See, I agree with you on that, and I think for
No one's gonna hit. They'll hit their finisher, and both of them are gonna kick out.
Sure.
That's for sure. The Rock is going to get over every finisher. Cena's going to get over every finisher, but they're both going to kick out, and then they're both going to look crazy. And what do I got to do to finish them? And that's what's going to happen. Then it's going to end. It's going to be the big thing. They're going to shake hands. Then the end of the era is over, and then the torch is going to be passed, exactly like you said.
I don't know why I don't see anything like that until maybe potentially SummerSlam.
I just think
I don't think they're going to fight in SummerSlam.
Why would Rock come back if he beats Cena? He just said it. He's like, I have to beat this guy. I already beat Hulk Hogan. Now, he did say it. I already beat Hulk Hogan. I already beat Stone Cold Steve Austin. And now I have to beat John Cena. So if he beats him, what's the point in him coming back at SummerSlam? Like, what's the...
Well, see, there's the double-edged sword.
And then if he comes back at SummerSlam, I don't think he should win either, because everybody knows he's already going to be at WrestleMania next year. So why wouldn't you extend this out? Have it be this long-running feud. That could start a whole new era. You want a torch pass? Here you go.
Earn it.
I'm going to fill seats for the next year because I'm The Rock and this is what I do. So guess what? Now we've just built up an era because we've had asses in seats. Now all these young guys should be going out there and killing it.
It's going to be the freedom of speech era.
Right. It's going to be the freedom of speech era. It's going to be a time where if there's that many people in seats, you can make a name for yourself. If you're an undercard, middle card guy, you go out there and kill it every single night in front of that big of a crowd. Guess what? You've just made a name for yourself. Begins the new era.
Notoriety.
Yeah. And
Fan base, you're being open to a whole new platform.
I definitely think that's the way to go. Don't have Rock win, because if you do, what's the point in bringing him back at SummerSlam?
That kind of makes me think, though, too, when you're saying that, then why are they sitting there not giving the push to those big guys while they have these big stadiums filled? You know, that just think about all the talent on the roster right now, and they're not really giving them time to shine while Rock is filling all these seats.
I think the only people that are really doing it is CM Punk and maybe and of course Jericho, but Jericho knows he's
Jericho
been
don't
there
care.
during.
Jericho's a veteran.
He's going to go back to
Roxy's-
Dancing with the Stars in a little bit and go do Fozzy and like Jericho don't care.
But I mean,
There's certain guys you bring back to build
Other
the
characters.
next generation.
Right.
The torch passing.
Jericho's
and then
one
there's
of them.
guys you also bring it up from the indies that are just going to be there to feed to these guys that are
Like the
already up
Prodigy.
there. No. No.
Oh, I thought you were talking about bringing them up.
To feed to the Prodigy.
Oh.
Yeah. I think that that's one reason why the Prodigy hasn't been brought up yet, is because they're just waiting for him to tip the scales to where he's in perfect condition to go and be a main eventer. That's just my take on it. And also, Paul Heyman said that he had the greatest match on the pay-per-view recently. So,
go.
Heyman's
ups,
already
Mike.
saying that, this is the guy to watch. And I see it. I see it in his intensity. Anyways, that's neither here nor there. We're talking about WrestleMania. Now,
So-
Rock has been at 10 WrestleManias and Cena has been at 8, which I was surprised about. I know you want to go to commercial, but I still have 18 minutes to talk. So I wonder, too, like if that comes into play, how many times you've been at WrestleMania, because you have guys like Cody Rhodes, who's only been at 3 WrestleManias,
3 or 4, something like that.
and then you have Big Show, who's been at 11 WrestleManias. Going into
He's
it, just from a
been
personal standpoint, does that
around.
affect you? Do you?
I think I don't know, just personally, we were talking about this when doing shows in smaller venues and doing shows in bigger venues. I think once it gets to a giant scale like that, you can't, the feeling's always going to be the same. Love is unconditional. Once you love somebody, you love them. It's the same thing. Once you get that overwhelming sensation of seeing that many people in the audience, it's still that overwhelming sensation. I don't really think the platform changes.
Yeah.
The scenery changes, but the feeling's still the same, I would assume.
Okay.
At least it is for me as a performer.
No,
from
and
when I go on
that's why I'm
stage.
asking you, because I figure you know that. I know for me, I only had one match at WrestleMania that was really like it was a tag match. So it was like for me that was like the moment. Then the match after that didn't mean as much because there was 25 of us out there. It's like whatever. I didn't matter.
Yeah, once the balloons
25.
popped, it's popped.
Right. So I mean, but if it was a singles match, I think I would have been crazy going into it, and I just would have been insane for that entire week. CM Punk, Jericho. Who do you think's gonna win?
Jericho.
Punk.
I figure one title change has to happen. Do I think it's this one? No. I think it's going to be.
I think it'd be Daniel Bryan's. I think Sheamus is going to be the
I think Sheamus is going to win. And so that means we
that
can
goes
win.
all right. Do you think Sheamus is going to win, fella?
Fella.
I kind of do.
Yeah.
Sheamus
Jericho
is
has
due
been
for coming back around the wheel.
Yeah, he is. I mean,
Speaking
he
of.
is, and he's just he's got such a different vibe to him, and I like that vibe.
I'd like to see the CM Jericho win, but the title not change hands. Like maybe CM Punk loses it in the end, and then
not an
chokes
official
it. Yeah,
win.
not an official. Like chokes him out until they can't tap,
Ooh.
so
I like
we can
that.
keep the feud running.
Ooh,
Yeah.
I like that.
It does need to keep running. I
It
don't
needs
believe
to
that it
because
can
you still
just
need to
end.
build Jericho after everything that he's done that they did to hype him
You're
up.
not building Jericho.
I think they still need to. I still think he's insignificant since he came back, and I think if you're gonna put him in,
Jericho, bro, Winnipeg, man.
yeah, I'm gonna
You know
say.
I
Because
got
he's
love for you.
Canadian.
Think
No,
about
no,
his
but-
promos were
Whoa,
so
wait,
cool
wait, wait,
building
wait.
up.
Listen, nothing against CM Punk.
Against?
However, Jericho, you want to talk about paying dues and being a veteran and who he is. That man is wrestling.
Come
That
on, we
man
all
has
know the
been around.
Lionheart.
No, he's been around. Much respect to him. It's got nothing to do with
I
Canadian or
think
nothing.
every time you come back, though, you have to put it back out there.
You got to
of who
prove yourself
are.
again. It doesn't matter.
It
I
You're
don't
only as
see
good
it
as-
as
you're only-
proving yourself.
You're only as good as your last match. It's the same thing. I just feel with all the promotion that they did in order to hype Jericho up and then to put him in this couple matches and still for him to have not won at Hell in the Cell or what was it, the Chambers or you know
The
what I'm talking
Elimination Chamber.
The Elimination
for him
Chamber.
to have not have won there and that okay, that's fine. But now you're on the grandest stage of it all and you're saying you're the best wrestler. So let's see it. But then what are they going to do afterwards? If he loses, like he's going to have to win either overall or he's going to have to win unofficially in order to I think to keep him
keep
going.
it going.
If
Just
he
to keep some
look-
gas in
if
his
he
tank.
doesn't win.
Maybe it can.
Where's he gonna go? What's he gonna do? They just hyped him up, and then he just lost two big pay-per-views back to back. What's he gonna do? And he didn't win Royal Rumble.
I think that there's going to be some controversy
Fella.
with this one. I really
There has
think
to
that
be.
there's
There's
going to
too
be
much
controversy.
personal-
and it has to be that way too because
It's
of
not
the
gonna be
type of
clean.
wrestler Jericho
It's not.
is.
No.
And
I
so
agree.
I think that there's going to be controversy in that match. Randy Orton
Cool.
and Kane. Randy has been in 8
Randy.
WrestleManias, and Kane has been in 14. Jesus, that one surprised me. I think Randy's going to win, definitely. Maria Menounos, Kelly, and
Of course,
Eve.
Maria Menounos is gonna win. You know that's a no-brainer.
Yeah.
You already see Eve going home alone.
Yeah.
Beth holding her title, not being defended, and Kelly looking like Kelly.
Walk Shane back up the ramp. So sorry.
Yeah, I think
bad,
that
so sad.
they're definitely
We
going to
know
be a
who's-
babyface win.
Yeah.
And this might be one of those matches that they put after like a, I don't know, maybe a Cody Rhodes Big Show match
I think
or
they'll-
something
to
like
be-
that.
Yeah,
It's going to be
it'll
before
be a
the
minute.
It's going to be
Yeah.
before a big match.
Yeah,
that could
it's
be the
gonna
one
be
before Triple
right
H
before
and
Triple H
Taker.
Undertaker, or it could be between Undertaker, Triple H, and Roxina.
They're not gonna put him after. There's no way they're gonna put him after Triple H and the Undertaker.
Yeah, to come off something like that. to
Yeah,
go to
you can't show
to the Divas.
There's
you
only
think?
no, not at all. That'll sleep a WrestleMania crowd.
Mm-hmm.
But I think it might be that way just because they can cut that match like crazy.
Mm-hmm.
And going into Roxina, if they need someplace to cut, that's the place to cut it.
Well, let's pray they
Well,
won't.
Let's pray they won't.
let's pray they won't.
Definitely.
Sorry, man.
But I know from
You've
a
been there.
business
You know.
standpoint, that might be, you know,
Yeah.
where it goes. Do
Okay.
I want to see it there? No, of course not. But, and there's also going to be a live performance after Cena.
Flo Rida and Machine Gun
So
Kelly.
it's
I'm assuming they're gonna actually. I think the live performance is gonna be The Rock's intro and John Cena's
before
intro.
It's before the match.
before the match.
yeah, it's
absolutely.
before the match.
So, you know,
If I'm
they'll get
mistaken.
the crowd back then, too.
Mm-hmm.
So, if they do the girls' match and then do the performance and then, you know, whatever. But Triple H, Undertaker, like, that's a no-brainer. That's
Well, that's.
I
the
think it's going to be
thing.
what Jensen said. I think Shawn Michaels is going to get involved. It's not going to be pure.
Now,
Mm-hmm.
here's the thing, though. If it's not pure, quote unquote, I mean,
Then don't sniff it.
So
That's all I could think
so
about.
Taker finishes the streak at 20-0.
Don't admit that.
And if Shawn
I'm
Michaels,
not, but that's all. No.
if Shawn Michaels gets involved and somehow screws over Triple H, where does that leave him? Are you telling me now that Triple H and Shawn Michaels are going to go at it?
No, I think it'll just fade to black. I think Shawn will go back to hunting things with his googly eye. And
How do you
H.
do that? How do you do
it?
that? I mean, you
How
got
did
two
they do
guys
it
that are
last year?
best friends.
They both disappeared.
Yeah, but after something this big?
Yeah.
That's weird. No, you got to you have to resurrect that relationship again. I just didn't think that they would. I didn't think they'd be up for that.
Or
I don't know.
maybe something
be a
like
pleasant
this. Like,
surprise.
I don't know. Triple H goes to put Undertaker in the tombstone, and as he flips him over, knocks Shawn out with a boot. And then Shawn goes out, and then they have to bring another ref in or something like that. I could see something like that.
It's going to be
So
interesting.
it'll be
I'm
inadvertent.
really looking forward to this match. At first, I was kind of like, Undertaker, like, you know, he's getting up there. He's getting a little older in the
Wow.
ring. No.
We got to
No
go to commercial,
disrespect.
but we'll talk about
No
this a little bit more.
disrespect.
Commercial.
Ladies and gentlemen,
AfterBuzz TV.
Hi, I was once like you, a lazy, angry loner whose only joy was watching TV and surfing the net. And, like you, after I'd see one of my favorite TV shows, I'd be so excited and have so many questions that I'd actually have to talk to my douchebag coworkers about it at the water cooler. Then I discovered AfterBuzzTV.com. AfterBuzz TV produces after-show webcasts and podcasts for TV series of all kinds, like post-game wrap-up shows for all your favorite TV shows. AfterBuzz TV hosts are industry insiders who break down episodes of shows, take calls from fans, and interview cast and crew from each series, with over 60 different after shows, from Boardwalk Empire to American Idol to Vampire Diaries to Real Housewives, and more. Now, after a night of TV, I can ignore my stupid coworkers, who I hate, and go straight to my desk and watch or listen to all my favorite AfterBuzz TV after shows, and have all the TV fan interaction I need. Thank you, AfterBuzz TV.
AfterBuzz TV. What do you want to buzz about?
Yeah, we're back. Can I just say
So,
that I think I'm the most.
so
Oh, jeez. No, we don't have time for this.
So did Jensen pick those glasses for you? Hey, we miss you,
It was
Jensen.
just an
miss
ode
you,
to
Jensen.
Jensen. We miss you, brother.
Jensen, did Jensen pick
Mikey
those?
B, make sure you're taking care of yourself.
Did he
baby.
pick those glasses for you? They're really nice.
Oh, my God.
Sorry.
I like these glasses.
I like these
You like
glasses.
these glasses.
We're going to finish up predictions and then take callers.
Right, we are going to take callers because I feel horrible right
I want
now.
to shout out all the callers. I'm going to hang up on if you say something stupid.
No,
And
this is
I wanna
WrestleMania lead up. We want to talk.
Let's get some good ones.
And I want to say too, like, I apologize so much about what's going on right now with the AfterBuzz live feed and our feed getting all messed up with
Technical difficulties.
It's technical
all good.
difficulties, and it happens. And you know, we're trying to work out the kinks, and hopefully by next week we'll
Thanks
have the
for
kinks worked out.
staying with us.
I just want to go
Yes.
around the room and say, what match are you the most excited to see? I know which one.
Do I really need to say it?
Rock Cena.
Yep.
Okay.
I'm really excited to see the Triple H Undertaker
Yeah.
match. That's
It's-
been.
I mean,
I look
it's-
forward to it the last 3 years. You know, I was really. I'm. That's the one I'm most looking forward to.
I think that I am most excited to see Triple H and Undertaker.
Thank you.
And if something happens during the match where Shawn interjects, I think that will lead to something. I think that, you know, with Triple H taking over the company, I think that, you know, you always need that
You know what it's
person on
gonna
the
lead
other
to?
side. What's that?
3-way next year.
See, I almost like that.
I know.
And that's what we
See?
all want. And then that'll be a real end of an era match.
However,
Why?
20 and it's just perfect.
You're like, you know what?
21's a magic number
me
here.
and
Let's
you-
be real.
me and
Nobody
you are
wants
like-
to be 20 years old.
Me and you are like.
Again, it's no disrespect. I'd love to see them go on for years more because I just love those guys on the ring.
Look,
I
if Hulk
really
Hogan
do.
can still come out and do it,
Yeah.
Undertaker's still in good shape. His tattoos, you know, he shaved his head. Cool. We all get it. But
you know what? Hey, if he goes through a 3-way, I think that's perfection.
I think that would be the best
Will
thing.
it?
And then they could all leave. They could all just go out on a bang. That could be it.
That would, oh man.
But
I'm
if that
kinda
goes
digging
3-way,
that.
and then it'll take both of them in order to beat the Undertaker.
Yes.
And they'll have to team up.
See. Now
There
I'm
it is.
liking that.
Yeah. And then I hope
I'm
that
liking
Triple H
that.
wins then. Because
Yeah.
then he really is taking over the company
Yeah.
and finishing that era and leading into the era of Triple H.
I
just got good.
I think if it does go this year, and now we're just totally going on the loop, I could see them both having the Undertaker completely flattened out, going to pin him, and then Triple H getting up and saying, "No, you pin him." And then he'll go, "No, you pin him," because I can
All
see
right,
it going.
let's
I
take
can
a
see it going that
caller.
way. I'm
Callers,
excited.
callers,
Let's get
callers.
some callers
Let's
in.
get some
All right,
callers
we'll
in
jump
here.
on the line in a second. You guys can finish all that. 424-256-1729 is the number. I will look for some calls right now. So go ahead and keep on doing what you guys are doing.
Okay, keep
Thought we
on
had
keeping
some.
on. I know. I thought we did too.
No, I mean,
I'm
for-
so
it-
excited for
based
this week.
on that.
That would be really cool, huh?
Yeah.
That would be dope.
It would be amazing.
be a
I am
rough
so
fucking
excited
dream.
for WrestleMania weekend. Wrestlers look forward to this. We spend the entire week there. We bring on our families. It is an amazing
Exactly.
thing to be a part of and
There's
experience.
a great lead up to the show. There's
There
a lot of
is.
events happening.
And then there's
fan
even
access.
other wrestling companies that come in and do shows, which I'm going to be there with Ring of Honor. There's, I think Lucha Libre USA is going to be there. There's Dragon Gate is going to be there as well. There are several other companies. So wrestling fans, it's like a smorgasbord of wrestling.
It's a buffet.
A buffet.
What about buffets?
buffet.
What?
What about buffet?
But I'm really excited about it. And if anybody wants to catch the pay-per-view, because I'm plugging my stuff again, and then we'll go around the room once again. No calls right now. Okay, fine. We don't have any calls, which is
Cool.
okay.
Nobody knows we're on the air. That's why.
But I would like to go around the room one more time and just plug everything. If you want to watch any of the videos that me and the Prodigy Mike Bennett are on, you can go to Prodigy Superstar. Yes, that is on our YouTube channel. You can also follow me on Twitter, which is Maria Kanellis. And this weekend, please catch me on the iPay-per-view for Ring of Honor, and that is on GoFightLive.com. And you can catch replays of that all throughout the weekend. Go ahead.
Mr. to the P, at Mr. to the P. Everything is Mr. to the P. YouTube, website, Twitter, Facebook, all those good things. Make sure you check out all my music videos. I got a shit ton of them. Huge wrestling fan. Got a bunch of shows coming up. Check me out. Yeah.
Christopher
Joseph at Vocari Fashion. You know what? I'd love for you guys to go to vocarifashion.com. Check out the site. Let me know what you think. But other than me and the obvious WrestleMania coming up, check out my fair lady, Lilian Garcia at the Gibson Showroom. If you're in Miami this Wednesday,
Gonna be huge.
there's only 20 tickets left. They're free.
And going like
free.
hotcakes.
Check it out.
I'm proud.
Have a good
I'm proud.
WrestleMania, everybody.
Yeah, everybody,
Oh,
WrestleMania, tweet
be
us what you
safe
think.
at your
Predictions.
I'm going to be there with
Please.
face paint.
We're going to be talking about it next
He's gonna be the
week.
Canadian Ultimate Warrior.
Asses.
Bing.com. Executive producers Maria Menounos, Kevin Undergaro, Phil Svitek, and the entire AfterBuzz TV staff. We would like to thank you for listening to the AfterBuzz TV network. To watch or listen to other after shows and post comments or questions, be sure to visit AfterBuzzTV.com. I'm Sir Richard Wentworth, and this has been a presentation of AfterBuzz TV.
Buzz you later.
Views expressed herein are those of the hosts only and do not necessarily reflect the views of AfterBuzz TV or its owners or principals.